man over here. All praise and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakodash.
Double honors to the apostle of the great millstone that rule well, and salutating to the Agates and his true of the folk on earth, Church City, with the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and the very few sisters that listen as well, man. This GMS Chicago camp coming with another installment, man. This the brother Menachia.
I'm the brother Asher.
Kapaya, a.k.a. Pops.
And like we always do, we go through, get into the little spirit sit down, and Lord willing, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, this lesson be edified. We just going to go into how the world was made for the Israelites' sakes. I know how the scriptures say, Job 9:24, the earth is given in the hands of the wicked. Yes, right now, Esau is the rulership of this world. But this world was made only for the Israelites, man.
Right.
Everything that Esau owns in this world right now is really ours.
Belongs to us.
It belongs to, matter of fact, let's get the 2nd Ezra 6, man.
Okay.
I believe 2nd Ezra 6 and like 62.
Yeah, somewhere down. That's why I was running for our 6.
2nd Ezra.
I'm in my other phone, so you know, let me get to this phone because I know I have it highlighted. Let me get this 6.
It's 2nd Ezra 6 and.
Hold on, I just read that. We repeat that again. What's that?
It's right here. It's 54. So this 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. It say, and after these, Adam also, who thou made Lord of all the creatures, and him came we all, and the people who we had chosen. So, of course, we know it's a elect group of people on the earth. We're not the same. Esau is not the same as the Israelites. The Lord gave the law, statute, commandments only to the Israelites because we are the chosen people of the world, man. We the one that for the government, the world, because we was given this wisdom. Right. You go into Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter. Matter of fact, let's get Deuteronomy 6th chapter real quick so I can.
Okay.
Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, and verse.
What you want? Holy people separate?
Salaki.
That's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. That's what
7 and 6, that's what it is.
Yeah.
This Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it say, matter of fact, no, it's Deuteronomy.
I think it's 4. You want the one where talk about what a nation is this?
This Deuteronomy 4 and 6. It say, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation, which shall hear all thy statutes and say, surely this is a great nation. It is wise and understanding people. For what nations there so great and have Yahweh so nigh unto them is time out the Israelites, as the Lord our power in all things that we call upon him for. So the Israelites is the chosen people. We were separated because we had this wisdom. So back in 2nd Ezra 6 and 55, it say, all this have I spoke before thee, O Lord, because they have made the world for our sakes. See that? The world is literally here is for our sakes. It's not for the whole world. I mean, the whole nations, all the other nations. Y'all literally belong to us. And we're going to come back and claim what's ours, man. All the gold, all the women, even your ass belong to us, man. It say, as for the other people which I came to Adam, showing the separation, there have said there are nothing, but be likened to spittle and have likened the abundance of them into a drop that falleth for a vessel. So all you other people, all your other nations is nothing to the Lord.
Right.
Imagine a little drop coming out of a cup or
a bucket of water. You're going to wash your car. You slosh a little bit of water. You ain't trying to go back and pick up that shit that they hit the ground already.
Hell no.
It means nothing to you. I got one for you.
Jump down to 59. Click, you know what I mean?
I was going to just keep reading. It say verse 57. So it say, now, O Lord, behold, the heathen which have ever been impudent to nothing have begun to be Lord over us and devour us, man. But we, that people, was called their firstborn, their only begotten, their firstborn lovers are given to their hands. If the world not be made for our sake, why do we not possess it and inherit it with the world? How long shall thou endure? You got it, huh?
No.
And that's what it is. Hey, you know why? Because guess what? We was put over here for a point for a slavery, a punishment, man.
This is a jail without walls, but then it does have walls. Why? Because guess what? And everybody actually is here in it and whatnot. So see, America was set up as a fucking prison camp.
Yeah.
Okay, outside of the elites and this, that, and the other, whatever. This is a prison camp. Why? Because if you're trying to get on a commercial airline and go anywhere outside of the United States, you got to have a passport. Those your papers, and that's white, black, and brown. Okay, so this is a slave camp.
Right.
That's what it was set up for. Okay, and don't make anything different. But like you said, the Israel, it was made for our sake. And like you said, this is Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, against man nor beast. So you can't even talk about an Israelite beast, okay?
Right.
That ye may know how that Yahweh does put a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. So this female, this bitch that y'all had on Group Me that was talking about, just this bitch was talking about that black people wasn't selling black people and all this other kind of shit. And all.
Right.
I'm like, bitch, where the fuck your history coming from?
Right.
Black people wasn't selling black people. Yeah, dark-skinned people were selling dark-skinned people. And how were they able to distinguish us? Because we was the one with clothes on.
Facts. Dumbass.
We was the one with clothes on. So when you see them African tribe fucking pygmies or whatever the case might be, or even some big titty bitches and whatnot, with they nipples out and whatnot, walking through the town or whatever, walking through the village and shit. Guess what? That wouldn't have been us, because somewhere in that village, somebody's a relative, and you can't look upon the nakedness of your close relative.
Right.
Period.
Right.
All right, y'all. Whatever you got.
This is Isaiah 45, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, Verily thou art power that hidest thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior. It says, They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. So these other people who dwelling on those idols and stuff, they're going to be confounded and confused because they lean into Esau, Edom, self-proclaimed white man, to be their God. But It says, but Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. And that's plain. You know what I mean? The world was made for Israel. And once we come home, come off those chairs and go to the land, we will never be confounded again. We will never be ashamed again. And we will never be subject to this weakness and wickedness of Esau, Edom, and self-proclaimed white man here in America. The world is truly made for our sakes. The Lord said he thought about it all.
I got scripture for you. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, says Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That's what these 2/3 do.
Facts.
That's what's going on right now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay, and they doubling down now because Trump already showed his fucking whole card and told you that, oh, I'm taking you motherfuckers back to 1685 and whatnot. And y'all still doubling down with him. Motherfuckers like Charles White and all you motherfuckers doubling down. Oh, I'm gonna bank on that. I got enough money. I'm gonna be able to be above that shit.
Right. Yeah, Apostle Chaha went into that yesterday about the feudal lord system.
Right.
He was talking about Patel Till, some cat. It was heavy, you know what I mean? He made this nigga a lord over DC, a feudal lord. Like you just said, Zaquan, going back to the old time, and you dummies don't even know it. Apostle Chaha went in there yesterday. I was watching. Go ahead.
You know, niggas don't pay attention to prophecy or apostle anyway, man. One of the wisest men on the earth, man. This Genesis, going back into the beginning, it's Genesis 2. And I'm going to just start at 4. It say, there are the generations of heaven or the earth where they were created. In the day of the Lord have made the earth and the heavens. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it was grew. For the Lord have not caused it to be rain upon the earth, or there was a man to the ground, right? But there went up a mist from the earth, and where the the water in the face of the ground, meaning the dew.
Yeah, the
when
dew,
the morning,
the morning dew.
Morning come, why the grass be so wet because the morning dew.
Right.
It say, and the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground and breath into his nostrils, and the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. And the Lord Yahweh planted a garden eastward in Eden. When you go into this word Eden, it go into what? Pleasant, but it really go into paradise.
That's right.
So back in Eden, over there in the Middle East, it was that whole land over there.
Western Asia. Go ahead.
Western Asia was formed for the paradise for who?
Israel.
The Israelite, man.
That's right.
So this world was really made for us. It say they will put the man where he had formed it, meaning us, and out of the ground made the man Yahweh to grow every tree that is pleasant to his sight for good for fruit, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil, man. So guess what? Those things in this planet, that's why you have beautiful trees and beautiful animals. All those things is pertaining and was great for us. It tells you in the book of First Esdras, I believe in First Esdras, Second Esdras, it tells you how all of the Lord have a particular flower, a particular nation in this world, a vine, a group. All those things was made for us, man.
Right. Yeah.
Even this world, man.
Exactly. So these people don't want to deal with that because they want to look. Here's what's funny. The people that he's ordained to be his people want to share their birthright with heathen nations.
Right.
Like what the fuck?
Wow.
So you little Lord Fauntleroy, and you want to share your shit with the motherfucker with the wicked motherfucking stepmother and all this other kind of shit. May I have another pot of porridge, please?
Right.
When you supposed to be eating fucking steak and potatoes, nigga. Seriously? This is what you've been reduced to? A homegrown servant?
Right.
This is what you are? This is your lot in the earth? And then when somebody come along and tell you and prove it out the scriptures, with the scriptures, you wanna ask if there's gonna be jobs in the kingdom.
Right.
You want to know? Hell on, I know some pretty cool white people. Well, like I said, if they was cool, then they might have been a speckled bird. And if they wasn't, then guess what? Claim their ass for slavery if you think you want to be nice to them.
Right.
But hey, I guarantee by the time you get all your fucking memories back, you ain't gonna like white people either. Whatever y'all got. Nobody?
Yeah, Revelation 21:1. And he said, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first one passed away, right?
Right.
It says, earth was passed away and there was no more sea. You know what I mean? So, talk about this lake of fire, burn it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, you gonna burn this motherfucker.
It's going to burn it down. Yeah. So, say, was the Lord angry with the sea?
Yeah, was you mad at the water?
Was you mad at the water?
Yeah.
So he's going to destroy, a.k.a. America, by thermonuclear fire. You know what I mean? The first destruction in the old world was by water. This time, the cleansing age is about fire.
Yeah.
Which just don't mean the whole earth. A lot of people think that this time out the whole earth. No, he's just destroying this place over here in America, man, because all the wickedness and mostly all the Israelites is over here. But we are going to go back over Eden, or back in East, West Asia of the world,
right?
To what? Rule, man.
Right.
And that's when we're gonna form our world.
Right.
We're gonna be back into rulership, man, and that's what this going into. Keep going.
Right. Yep. And it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, a new Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for his husband.
That's the elect coming out of the chariot.
That's right.
That's what that's about. So the same way, what was that Acts 1 where Yahushua went up in a chariot? That's how the elect is gonna be coming down out of it, and adorned. We go have on them beautiful bodies, them extraterrestrial bodies and whatnot, man. You know, superhero fueled, swole. Females ain't gonna grow old. Hey, coochies ain't gonna dry up.
Yeah.
None of that shit. They gonna have babies and not be in pain. All that. Hey. Well, while I'm pregnant, you go knock up all the other women that you want to. Okay.
and she gonna be with it.
It's gonna be with it. Gonna be with it. That's it. I'm doing my womanly duties. I'm bringing the Israelite back into the motherfucking world.
That's right.
So while I'm doing this, you go play Johnny Appleseed and plant your seed everywhere you can, and make as many as you can.
Facts.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta finish that.
Right, it says, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. He dwell with them, and they shall be his people.
Hold on. Women.
Men.
Cross-dressers.
Men. And the elect men.
Ain't even all of Israel.
Ain't even all of Israel. It's the elect. You know?
Go ahead, man.
And with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
That's it. So what did Yahushua say? The things I do, you shall do these in greater.
Fact.
And then it say he did so many things you couldn't even put it all in a book.
Right.
And then y'all want to share that with somebody else. We gotta shit y'all on.
Right.
Hold on. The scripture says that we go think something, and it's gonna be on the way. We gonna have a desire, and it's gonna be on the way.
Be right
there.
Before they pray, I'm gonna answer them. Before they even think about it, I got it covered. Man, how powerful is that gonna be? The old man already got us covered.
That's
we
it.
even got it.
Hey, what did he tell David? He said, if you wasn't a bitch, basically, I'm forgetting the language. If you wasn't a bitch, you ain't have to go get somebody else's bitch. I done gave you a bitch.
Right, you do his ass.
I done gave you a bunch of bitches. You asking for one, I done gave you a bunch of bitches. Better than that. Nah, I got no more either.
Yeah.
So with that, we hope nothing edified. We don't give all praise and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rekakodash.
Double honor to the apostle, great millstone that rule well. And salutations to the icon teaching this true of Fulton Church City, man. So next time we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba Ball.
Ball.
And Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.